Hello? Hello, hello. My mic was being weird. Anyways, hello, hello. Welcome to Papaya. I, I'm, I'm confused, but hello there. Thank you for the follow. Regardless, thank you for the follow. Hello, welcome everybody to the stream. Tonight we're going to be playing some more Zero Escape. Where I don't recall where I was last time. All I remembered is I betrayed Luna. No. We haven't betrayed Luna yet. We allied Luna. Okay, that's what we've done. I think I betrayed Kay, but I don't know if I gotten too past part of that part. Anyways, let's just play. Oh yeah, I forgot. Luna and Alice died. Look, here's the thing. I allied her first because I feel like she'd be like the nut. I feel like eventually she's gonna be like the nut when I actually do end up betraying her because I'm trying to get all the past here. She's gonna be the nicest of the three. But you know what? No one I found really bad. So nothing important. Yeah, exactly. Nothing important happened. Oh yeah, I was like, oh yeah, Luna and Alice died. No big deal. Like, how did you forget about that part? Well, a lot of death happens a lot in this game. But you know what I felt very bad about? But and I knew it was gonna be a game over and everything. And I still I did the ally first. I felt bad for betraying Cork. I felt bad. Oh yeah, I could show my flow. This is kind of my flow right now. Yeah, when I hit a lock, I'm doing all the I'm gonna hit like all the locks at like one end stream. Unless if you know, as you can tell here, I've already unlocked it by the time I got to it. But yes, I do try to get to every ending. I try to get every end as game over as possible. I want to really see what this game has. How dark it can really get. There's no one in the infirmary. No Quark, no killer. At least as far as I can see.
Well, there is someone here.
Oh, okay. So you're not mad at...
Technically, at least. The old woman.
Oh yeah, I forgot we split up into groups. And we went with Kay. I forgot about that part. I know, it's been so long. It's been since Thursday since I played this. So long ago. Kitty. I just forgot he was with us! It took me a second to forget that he was with us. Oh yeah. She was lying silently on the bed furthest away from us. If it weren't for the bloodstains on her chest and arms, her peaceful expression would fool most people into thinking she was just asleep. Drax. The blood has dried and darkened, and now looks like any other stain. That's when I noticed it. Huh? Wait a minute. Look here at her wrist.
It seems remarkably clean.
Was she wearing a bracelet? Yeah. For some reason, there's no blood on this part.
Maybe she had something on her wrist. A watch, perhaps.
A watch?
Yes. was likely removed after she was killed.
Okay, don't you mean like she was wearing like a bracelet? She had a
That would
bracelet?
account for the lack of blood splatter on her wrist.
See, here's the thing. If you're gonna reference a movie, 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna get the reference. I don't watch movies. So, little fair warning. 9 times out of 10, if you're gonna reference a movie, I'm not gonna understand said reference. A watch, huh? I don't know. Just looks like it was kind of wide for a watch. Aren't women's watches usually thinner? As a woman, couldn't tell ya. Never worn a watch.
You raise a good point.
Yeah. That's understandable. If it's your first time here, you don't know that I don't watch movies. So, now you know that I am not cultured. Also, I should give you a fair warning. Yes, I know the shit he's done, and yes, I like Dio. Okay, take that red flag, and I'm handing you my red flag right now. Okay. I'm handing you the red flag now. Alright, before anyone says it, yes, I'm aware of the shit he's pulled. Yes, I like him. But not like as a person. I just like him as Dio. Yes, I'm well aware of what he's done. And yes. I have gotten so many people being like, ooh, come in here and be like, you like him? So I just gotta throw that anyone new who knows the series. I'm well aware of what he's done. And I still like him. It's my red flag, okay?
Perhaps it was some kind of jewelry?
Jewelry? But a fair warning that, I should... You mean like a bracelet or so? Of course! Why didn't I see it sooner? This is the same size and shape as our bracelets. Look, it's exactly the same width.
Then that would mean...
She was wearing a bracelet when she was killed. She was a participant, just like us.
Are you sure? This old woman, a player in the nonary game.
I don't think so. Okay. Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing.
Are you remembering anything?
If you're correct, then where did the thief hide the stolen bracelet?
See, here's the thing. Like I said, I'm not necessarily like a huge fan of this shit he's pulled, but I like him. It's like one of those things where you could justify like you could justify like an awful person being like a good leader, but you're like, they're not a good person, but Yeah, I have gotten so many people I have gotten a few people in here coming in, hear that about me, and it's just like, ooh, and I have not seen them since. Well, to be fair, one followed after hearing that and said that they could accept that character flaw. But then I was thinking, liking Dio isn't a character flaw; it's a red flag. So I always say it's my red flag. That he would be on my Hear Me Out kick.
We were quite thorough during our earlier search, but I know that I saw nothing, and none of the others reported finding a bracelet either.
And that means they've been holding on to it this whole time. They probably still got
That
it.
would seem likely.
No, wait. If they've been carrying it around, the sensors in the chromatic doors would have picked it up. Without the right combination of bracelets, the secondary doors would have never opened.
So our suspect is not only a killer and a thief, but a skilled imposter as well.
Which makes it more likely that, yes, the killer is, in fact, Zero. But is it? What are you saying?
After killing the old woman, they put on her bracelet. In fact, it is entirely possible they are wearing it still. Yes, that would make sense.
So the killer is running around with the old woman's bracelet?
Yes.
And you're telling me that they're probably wearing it?
Correct. Do you remember what Zero Jr. told us?
No, it's been a while.
Something about how the bracelet will come off if the wearer's heart stops. I don't recall the exact words.
That is very fair. It's just like there are definitely characters, I like better. I like Kay better. Actually, if I had to say anybody, my favorite character so far. Now keep in mind, I haven't played a Zero Time Dilemma, but it's on my list of games to get to. Kay is probably my favorite so far in Virtue's Last Reward.
But in any event, once the old woman had died,
that's
the
very
bracelet would have
fair.
detached,
Though he's in
allowing
my
the
top
killer to
3,
easily collect
so everyone has different tastes, I'm just attracted to I just tend to like characters who put you through absolute shit, It's my red flag.
So that they could participate in the nonary game, I imagine.
What? Yes. Yes! Santa was! Santa is my favorite in 999. With Clover being a close second. Also, just to clear it out, Clover rounds out the top 3 in Virtue's Last Reward. I just like Clover. She's a great character.
I suspect the killer was someone who was not originally intended to be a participant.
Yes, indeed. I'll be real with you. In 999, the axe ending was the first ending I got. So, and I have brought it up multiple times already.
For whatever reason, however, they were willing to go to great lengths to ensure that they were. To that end, they killed the old woman, who was one of the original participants, and took her place.
No, it's okay. Sometimes I start yapping and stuff just kind of happens. But why would someone do that?
That? I have no idea. Certainly they must have a goal of some sort. You would have to be mad to choose to come here. But as to what that goal is, and how the killer intends to achieve it, I'm afraid I do not have even speculation.
That's interesting.
Have you noticed something?
Well, there's blood all over the old lady's arm, except for right here. Since that's where the bracelet was, then the bracelet with the killer stole should have had blood on it.
Right.
And we did find that Lumo in the rec room, but none of us is wearing a bloody bracelet.
Sigma, please tell me you're kidding. The killer would have, of course, wiped the blood off.
But Kay, we found some Lumos in the rec room. Can't we just grab some of that and spray everybody's bracelets?
Only a fool would walk around with a bracelet covered in blood.
So you're saying they cleaned it?
Yes. Have you discovered something?
Okay! I know how we can identify the killer.
Oh?
We just need some of that Lumel. It doesn't matter how well they cleaned it. There should still be some traces of blood left.
Aha, I see.
And probably
That could very well work. We should have everyone gather in the rec room then. That is where the luminol was, I believe.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah. First, we need to finish looking for Quark, though. We still got the infirmary and everything beyond the green door. Once we're done with that, we can head back to the floor B to meet up with everyone else.
Understood. Shall we go then?
Through the green door. There it is. There are 3 doors here, too.
The same as what we found on the other side of the blue door.
Now, what if we pulled the handle, like, lever again? I mean, they're all open, so. Or except for that one. It looks like 2 of them are already unlocked.
So it does. The center and rightmost doors both say open. Perhaps the layout here is different.
Whatever. Let's take the door on the right first. We don't even know what that door is. Actually, I really don't know what that door is. Golem Bay. Never been in here before. What's this room?
That looks like a workbench of some sort.
Maybe, but what sort of work? Well, we're here to find Quark, not look at a workbench. You go check out the far end, alright?
Very well.
Nothing. He's not here either. Hey, Kay! How's it going over there? Kay! Can you hear me? Kay bent over with his back towards me, peering underneath this thing that looked like a workbench. What the hell? I walked over to him as I spoke. Hey man, what's going on here?
Oh, nothing.
I bent down and saw he was staring at something that appeared to be a safe. It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in there before?
No, it was empty when I found it.
Was it?
Yes.
Then what are you doing staring into an empty safe?
I was thinking. Specifically, I was thinking about who opened this safe.
Who wouldn't have been in the team that went to the green door? I think that was Dio, Phi, and Clover?
No, that's unlikely. When we met up with Dio, he told us that he had been in the treatment center.
And that does prove that one tracks because they had the whole thing about the gun.
The nameplate on this door says this is the Golem Bay, however.
Golem Bay. So you're saying they didn't go here?
I believe that is the case. Which, as you can see, is why I was puzzled. If Dio, Phi, and Clover did not open the safe, who did?
Well, there's no point of thinking about it. We should get back.
Yes, and there was another unlocked door, wasn't there?
Yep. Let's get moving then. Am I crazy to think that, like, what would happen if they just pulled the lever again? So this is the treatment center, huh?
This is the room that Dio visited.
Don't you think that's kind of strange? Until now, all the chromatic doors had led to a single room each. So why are there 2 rooms on the other side of the green door?
An excellent question.
We can talk to the others later, I guess, and see if they know anything. Kay and I split up and began to look for places where Quark might have hidden, or a small hole he might have escaped through. Huh? What are these?
They must be the treatment pods Dio mentioned.
The window's all covered with frost inside. I can't see
Shall
in.
we open it?
Yes, might as well. Have at it.
What?
How did Quark get in there? Quark! No. Oh no. It's Bracelet. Oh god!
Hold on, Sigma. Calm down. Look at his chest. Can you see it moving?
What? I quickly pressed the finger to Quark's wrist. It was faint, but his heartbeat was there. He's alive? He's alive?!
What a relief. I'm so glad to know he's safe.
I laughed out and grabbed Kay in a bear hug, or at least as much as one I could manage. I felt like it would be the other way around. He patted me on the back and shared what I thought might have been a relief chuckle. But if he's still alive, why is this bracelet off? Zero Jr. said it would only come off when you died.
Perhaps Zero Sr. took it off?
What? Why?
I have no idea.
Quark was the only one with 9 points currently. Then maybe Zero Sr. brought Quark here, put him in this pod thing too. Well, even if he did, we don't have any way to know why.
This pod is for medical treatment. Perhaps Quark has contracted some sort of illness.
He's sick? What's he got? Radical 6. It's well known.
Well, how would I know that?
Actually, it's not well known for them yet.
In any event, we should return and let the rest of our companions know that we found Quark. I imagine Tenmyoji in particular will be pleased.
Yeah, I bet. Do you think you can carry him, or...?
No. I believe it would be best to leave Quark here. As I mentioned, there is a chance he has fallen ill. If so, then removing him from the pod would be dangerous.
Fair enough.
The treatment he is currently undergoing could be compromised.
Oh.
I'll close the pod's cover then. Is that all right?
Yes. Yeah. Sure. Wait, I just thought of something. Are you sure he's gonna be alright?
What do you mean?
Well, what happens if he wakes up? Can he open that thing on his own?
He'll be fine. I noticed a lever inside that can be used to open the cover. So long as no one locks the pod, he should be able to leave whenever he wants.
But if someone locks him in, he's screwed.
Yes, that is what I said. But you needn't worry. You see? I have not engaged the lock.
Sigma, don't do it.
Now, we should return to the Floor B warehouse. I imagine the others are already there.
Right. Yeah. Okay, let's go. What's that? Shoosh. Warehouse B.
late.
Sorry, we had a lot of talking to do.
You're one to talk. How much earlier did you get back again? I'd be surprised if you searched at all.
This is it?
Yeah. Clover and Tenmyoji still aren't back.
So, find anything?
We found Quark. Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah? Well, go on, spill it.
We found Quark. I explained to them how we found Quark in the treatment center.
I see. Oh, that's good to hear.
Jerk, making us all worried.
There is more.
And that is?
His bracelet is off.
There is still some cause for concern.
Just spit it out.
Quark may have contracted an illness of some sort. As such, he has been left in the treatment pod.
Will he be alright?
Yeah, he'll probably.
Probably? Do you even...
Whatever, at least we found him. Pretty lucky he's alive, too.
What do you mean by that?
I mean what I said, genius. I'm glad he's not dead, aren't you?
As equivocal as ever, I see.
How kind of you to say so.
So, was Quark all you found?
There's more! Wait, there's more!
The way you were talking made it sound like there was something else.
Yeah, I'll explain that after Tenmoji and Clover get back. There's something I wanted to ask you about first, though. When you went through the green door, did you search 2 different rooms?
2?
No, just the treatment center.
I see. What was the other... Then what was the other
What
one?
do you mean the other one?
You know, there was that intersection with 3 doors. Well, when Kay and I went there, 2 of the doors were unlocked. You guys unlocked the one that went to the treatment center when you went through the green door. But the other one...
Who could have opened it?
Don't look at me. I told you, we only opened the one that went to the treatment center.
Could it have been Zero Senior?
I don't know.
So did you and Kay go through the other door?
Yeah,
What was in there?
nothing,
It
really.
appeared to be some sort of room for servicing something.
That doesn't make any sense.
We don't know what it does either!
So what the hell was whoever opened that door looking for?
Who knows?
Tenmyoji and Clover are running rather late.
Who's to say their pro's probably dead?
Should we go and look for them?
No, there's something I wanted to check first.
It's never easy with you, is it?
No, it's not.
Well, let's get it over with.
To the rec room! I figured that's where we're going.
Huh.
This is the rec room. Dio and I came here earlier when we were looking for Quark.
So why are we here?
Well, you guys, you see, we're make sure that neither one of you are Zero. See
Is
here.
there something here you needed to see?
I said nothing and instead made my way over towards the cabinet. Inside was the luminol. I reached in and pulled out, and then headed to the light switch and flipped it. The room went dark, and I headed back to where the others were still standing.
Whoa, what is this?
Don't worry, there's a little investigation going
You
on.
gonna start telling ghost stories or something?
Well, you see. No. Why? You scared of ghosts?
You're kidding me, right?
Then show me how brave you are. Take out your bracelet. You too, Phi, please.
Our bracelets?
Yeah. I want to see it under the underside of them.
What do you mean by that?
I mean the side of on the bottom. The side that doesn't have the display on it. Come on, you guys are really gonna make me explain this?
I know what you mean.
Just do it.
What I'm asking is what the hell you think you're...
Just do it. It's not hard.
Should I also participate?
No, you're fine, Kay. Your bracelet's a little different from ours. But I'll join in just to make it fair. There was a brief moment of hesitation before Dio and Phi stuck out their arms. I held mine out as well, wrist pointed upwards.
This okay?
Yeah, Just hold it out like that for a moment. As fast as I could, I pulled out the luminol from my pocket and sprayed it across all three of our wrists. Thanks for the stretch. So it was important to make sure we were stretching. Now, you probably won't get to see this because I am but a VTuber, so you don't get to, I guess you don't see the actual stretch, but I see it, and I do it because it's important when you're sitting for a long time.
Cold. What the hell, man?
It's been in a cold environment up until like a few moments ago. Dio jerked his arm back with a shout. Don't see anything glowing. Fi's bracelet is clean. So is mine, of course.
That leaves only Dio.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'll explain in a minute. Just show me your bracelets. Is something wrong? Just show it to me. Come on, Dio. We don't have time for this.
Why do I have to do what you tell me to?
Because I'm trying to prove your innocence.
Oh, like hell you are. I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not gonna find it on me.
So we're not gonna find any blood on your hands? Or we're not gonna catch you red-handed? Then just show me your arm.
No! You don't get to order me around. I have rights.
As he spoke, Dio made a break for the exit. He didn't get far.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Dio.
He spun around towards the other exit. Stop him!
Right!
Don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
All three of us left at Dio. I knew it! His bracelet's glowing. And that means...
Let me go! Get off of me, you fuckers!
Dio, you killed the old lady.
No! You don't understand. This is all some kind of a mistake. Shit.
What's going on here? I think it's about time you gave us the full story.
As quickly as I could, I explained it to Fi and Kay. What Kay and I had noticed on the old woman's wrist.
So the person with the bloody bracelet would have to be the person who killed her.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they wiped it off, I figured the luminol would still react to the blood. Looks like I was right. We got you, Dio. Might as well confess. Well...
Alright, fine. You caught me. I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Why?
Are you Zero?
No. I was under orders. I was sent here to do something.
Ah, figured. To do what?
Who gave you this order?
I'll die before I tell you.
So your orders were more important than your orders were more important than Alice and Luna's lives?
Oh, whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I killed the old lady, but that's it. I don't know anything about what happened to Alice and Luna.
You don't see any blood on your hands. That's most picture, and literally. We caught him red-handed. Not quite literally, though. That wasn't you?
Tread carefully, Sigma. This man is not to be trusted. He has already shown he is willing to lie and kill.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me.
Even if we do believe you, you're still a killer. You just haven't killed as many people.
Exactly. He should be restrained somehow.
I mean, you kind of already restrained him, Kay.
If we leave him be, he may well kill again.
But where should we put
Is
him?
there a room we can lock or anything?
Ah, perhaps we could put him in one of the treatment pods.
Indeed, we can.
Once we've locked it, he should be unable to escape.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, wait! I'll be good, I promise.
Are you sure? Yeah, I think you're onto something, Kay. Let's go with that.
Come on, please. Hey, listen to me.
We'll let you out when the white door's open. Someone's gonna need your bracelet to open the secondary door.
Fuck with me, you guys. There's no way in hell I'm going in that thing. Let go. Let me go.
Well, if we don't, we'd probably not.
God damn it.
I love how we're doing all of this, and Clover and Tenemoshi are probably dead.
Told you assholes to let me go.
Like, we're just being like, you're working for someone, aren't you? If we two believe you, you're probably working for Zero here.
You can't do this. Stop. Stop. Please stop. Please. No, you can't. Ah!
Alright. Nice.
Open this fucking thing.
Nope!
I said open it, goddammit.
I don't think so.
Ah, you're gonna pay for this.
We're probably gonna be dead before we pay for it.
Get out of here, I'm gonna fucking end you.
Yeah, we'll probably end it before we let you out. So, I guess we figured out who the murderer was, and we found Quark.
Now all that's left to do is find Clover and Tenmyoji.
Yeah. But like I said, they're probably dead!
Why don't we head back to the warehouse and start from there?
Wouldn't it be best to go through... It would be best to go through the blue door and then head back through the... What was the first set of the crimes?
They may have already returned.
Good point.
Let's go.
So no wonder why... So yeah, no wonder why Dio always seems to betray. Because he can't die if he doesn't betray, you know? So wait, who would need his bracelet again? Huh? Looks like they aren't back yet.
Perhaps they went to look for us.
Aw, man! Now we gotta go look for them?
How much time until the white doors open?
Or how much time before Dio absolutely murders us? Alright, 50 minutes! 50 minutes till death! 50 minutes.
Then I don't think we really need to hurry yet. Why don't we wait a little longer? For all we know, they're on their way back right now.
And I nodded.
By the way, there was something I wanted to ask you guys about.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Quark's bracelet.
Ah, she noticed.
When we found him in the pod, he wasn't wearing it. Why?
How should I know?
Presumably, it had been taken off before we found him.
So we have no idea where it is.
Pretty much.
I see.
Oh, I think that's what worries Fi, because I think she has to go with Quark.
That's not good. Without that bracelet, we won't be able to continue the game.
What?
We need 3 bracelets to open the secondary door. If we lose one...
Oh no. We wouldn't be able to go through the secondary door.
Yeah.
Who would be pairing up with Quark?
Quark's bracelet should be a red solo. That would mean he'd be with the Cyan pair.
Who's the Cyan pair?
Clover and Tenmyoji.
Oh,
The 2 people who are missing.
it's fine. They're probably dead. Wait. If I remember right, the 3 of us are a group.
Quark's bracelet is gone, and his 2 teammates have disappeared.
What's going on? Does that mean Clover and Tenemoshi took the bracelet?
Well, if they found Quark before you did, yeah, there's a good chance they did.
Then why aren't they back yet?
Perhaps they've already gone through the white door.
What? No, that's not possible. The primary doors haven't even opened yet.
Perhaps someone opened one of them. I
How?
don't know, but it's happened before. Remember the 3 doors on the other side of the green door? Someone made one of them open. Perhaps this is the same thing.
That's just pulling a lever. But that's against the rules.
Yes, I know. But if the person opening the doors is Zero Senior, do you really think the rules matter? Zero Senior controls the entire game.
So are you saying Clover or Tenmyoji is Zero's senior?
It is a possibility. It would explain why they still haven't shown up.
Could they really have taken Quark's bracelet and gone through one of the white doors?
If they did, we won't know where they went until the doors open for the rest of us.
So I would assume.
This is still all just speculation, though. Maybe we should go look for them again. One of us can stay behind, so that way we don't miss them if they could come back.
Okay, I'll stay.
Sigma and I will go see if we can find them then.
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, alright? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you.
Oh, and don't forget Dio! Of course. Though I promise I will come back without a few, verses or something. Maybe Kay should go get Dio then, if that's the case. He has the most protection. This is the pantry?
So it would appear.
Well, looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good hanging around here, though. Let's head up upstairs.
Very well.
I love how nobody's like, well, what if we hit the button? What if we pulled the lever again? We're gonna go to like what was it, the crew quarters and find them dead, aren't we? They went to the crew quarters, right? Or were they the lounge team? I think they were the crew quarters. Oh, they were the lounge. I think. No one here either, huh? That emoji loves scotch so much. I thought we might find them here drinking some. It was around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I probably would describe as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask.
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I gotten so used to the suit I kind of forgot you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyways? You still don't remember anything.
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Really?
Yes,
What do you remember?
my father.
When dead, you remember that. Did it just pop out of nowhere?
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
Sorry. So you remembered who your father was.
Yes,
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Oh. Your dad raised you.
Well,
Kay stopped for a moment, then calmly folded his hands in front of him.
I was raised in the facility where my father worked. He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were when times he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was the education software he had given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We developed a body language to communicate with others, and no one else to communicate while I was supposed to make sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several mother, father, and children would eat meals together and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own, someone who would always be with me, one who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night, they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. For the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way towards his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding. Okay. I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather her ID number, they were dashed. He's given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He never scolded me for anything before. At first, I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears steamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot, and it will respond, but in the end, you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I wanted, I still have the education software my father has given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I've ever seen apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment, though, my father had created a new robot. But when I told her that she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a ways that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered that she knew my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he fell in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled down with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I have never shared a meal with anyone else. anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for table manners, or more accurately, the lack of there. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone my entire life, the manners never been something I've even thought about. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of her reading through research papers during dinner. The look and surprise of and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room we considered our living room changed too. Before, it just had been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were ones I cherished the most. For a little while, every day, I got the family I longed for ever since I was a child. After her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered that I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away, and I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in a blink of an eye until one day, I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. And that when I heard that she was planning to give her life to achieve their goals, it was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have died. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead her to her death. I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working towards. Perhaps I thought I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I have been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father and with her, and even with the research I poured myself into for 4 years. There's only one thing to do: destroy the facility and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor with the entire facility, but she saw right through me. My father was livid and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could do was think of how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'm misunderstood and that everything would be fine. As much I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. That had been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life, or still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she showed me has been real. She made me feel as if I had a real family. And that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt dust would help to repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together. But she couldn't, for his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted. She was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me in hers. She tried to explain that beyond with what we could see was the future where no one could have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that was why I lost my memory. Okay, let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry.
Alright, let's go find Clover and Tendemoji dead. I'm sorry to break the moment.
I lost track of time.
It's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So you remembered almost everything.
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh?
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes. I think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tendemoji myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Kay lowered himself heavily into the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, guess I better get moving then. I'll find some dead bodies, or, bring Dio back with me, and then be a dead body. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up.
Well, here's the thing. We were getting some sweet K-lore.
Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn.
Yeah.
Where's Kay?
He's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he alright?
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
Like I wanna, take a staple. What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Really? Well, I guess I've been lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. But everything here makes absolutely zero sense. The more I try to figure out any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out of my ears. You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? It's one of Light Screen Mysteries, isn't it? Why are we here? Is it some cosmic coincidence, or is there really a god watching over us and stuff? It's planned for us. I don't know, man. It keeps me up at night. Sorry, I just wanted to quote Red vs. Blue there. What Zero Senior's up to. And hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... Do you think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And then there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what if are any of our deals? I don't know jack shit about anyone here. I don't even know about anything about you, Phi. Can we get some sweet Phi lower?
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not
I'm
it.
just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
That's fair, that's fair. You know, make sure you get some sleep, you know, take care of yourself. Please, honestly. You trailed off. Huh? You heard that, right?
Yeah. It came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look. You're gonna open and see some dead bodies.
There's nobody here.
Maybe they got in the elevator.
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs.
The elevator was downstairs.
Thought so.
Let's go. Oh no! Oh yeah, we're gonna. I feel like I'm gonna see some dead bodies very soon. I figured it's like, well, they're not here. Well, guess we better, guess what that means. They're dead. Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
Why?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
So...
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
They're fine. Emoji or Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. I don't think they hurt Quark or Dio.
Are you sure?
Okay, maybe they would hurt Dio? Huh?
Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
That is fair. It could be a to be continued. No, we don't know. Are you serious? You're going to believe him?
Doesn't matter. Just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Alright, fine. I'm gonna assume the last more store is still. We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. There was Quark, sound asleep. See?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing.
Now, do we have to open the second one?
How about Dio?
Let's open it. Ah! What the hell?
Check his pulse!
It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did it anyways. Yeah, he's dead.
Look. The oxygen level for his pod says 0%.
And that means he's suffocated. But why?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
He's not my favorite. We've been over this. Kay's my favorite. But that was a real shot! I was like, we're gonna open to see he's dead. He's gonna spring and murder, or he's gonna be dead. Ooh. We obviously know it can't be Kay. We were pretty much with Kay.
Look, we should go tell Kay about this.
So we're gonna go. Is it pointless? Is it gonna be the point of I got nothing right now. Well, obviously it's somewhat.
Come on.
I seriously got
go.
nothing. Is that me waiting to follow? If I turned and ran off, I took a deep breath and followed. I mean, I guess my only theory is Phi, because why did she leave the warehouse? I know she said it was to check up on us, but Phi and I burst into line her and ran up to Kay. Kay! Wake up! Something happened! When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
We explained about how we found Dio dead and how it looked like he died of acidification. It appears that someone had reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice, and Luna. Then who killed him if he was the murderer?
Maybe he probably was telling the truth about Alice and Luna then. Because you don't really just, because obviously if you're gonna admit to a murder, you admit to the murder, but you know, so yeah, no, 100% he killed the old woman, but I think we got to believe him when he said he didn't kill Alice or Luna. The only person who could have done it were Clover and Tenemoji. Sigma! You and Kay are the only ones with alibis! Phi could have done it! So yeah, that's my theory, it's Phi. I mean, yeah, I guess Cork doesn't have an alibi either. It could have been Cork. But... What? No! Possible. Are you suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from inside, the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, you know, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean that you could have done it?
Me?
Yeah, you don't have... To be fair, out of the three of us, Kay and I are the only ones with alibis. Because we were here getting that sweet, because probably wouldn't happen, we were getting that sweet Kay lore.
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that.
Hey, we're only taking it into consideration.
I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up.
That's a very fake out.
They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys.
A likely story. Yeah, Sigma is right. We don't know jack shit about Phi.
Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
Then she went on to explain about the sound we heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything.
Well, we were getting, like I said, Phi, we were getting that juicy K lore. Nope. We're the only two who have alibis.
In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh crap! We only got 7 minutes until the primary doors open.
Alright, let's get back to the Floor B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Oh, but where is Dio's bracelet?
His what?
Huh?
Yeah, we were so fixated on the fact that he was dead, we probably were like, yeah, we sure, yeah, I forgot.
You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit. You're right.
All right, we had nothing to worry about because we were paired with Alice and Luna.
Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
And we need to hurry. I'll drop by the treatment center on the way, but I can grab the bracelet.
All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
All right.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
All right, the yellow pair bracelets. Were these Alice and Luna's?
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please, take them.
I grabbed the bracelets and shoved them into my pocket.
All right, let's get going.
Shit! They're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door, like Kay said.
Was Quark's bracelet?
Or
Or what? Oh, come on, man. Better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You gotta be kidding me. This isn't funny, Fi. If you're right, then UK and Quark are the only people who are still alive in here.
hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too.
Well, then it's simple. If the three of us are the only ones left, we just continue playing the games until all three of us have 9 points, and then we leave.
But
We heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically, yes, but
But
best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
huh? What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no
I
point.
can't say for sure, but if I were to guess,
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
with a bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will.
Oh no. Shit! You're gonna.
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized.
I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay.
But why keep Sigma alive?
That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be beat.
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that! You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
If you stay here, you'll...
Do you think I don't know that? But what kind of a monster am I if I just leave you here to die? No one who would betray a child. Ah! God damn it! This is bad. What was I going to do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had to. To be continued.
The first is an anesthetic called Soparil Beta. The other is a muscle relaxant called Tubocurarine.
Oh, I did get past the to be continued? Huh. I guess I must have already unlocked it at some
The
point.
bracelet also has a bunch of needles on the inside. If you break the rules, those needles hop out and inject you.
But wait. Doesn't Clover have it? funding is required. That makes sense.
My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's sort of an antidote for tubocurin. I knew it!
Give it back. I found it, so it's mine.
But doesn't Clover have it? Okay. Of course. The antidote.
The antidote?
I didn't have time to explain. I took off running towards the exit.
Sigma, where are you going?
Stay here! I'll be right back! I bolted out of the warehouse towards the treatment center room. Oh, right, Dio does still have it! I thought Clover got it back. I think Dio put it in his pocket. Come on! We still have it! So it was pouring down my face, but I didn't bother to wipe it off. There wasn't time. I dug front lizard Dio's coat until... Okay. Oh. There's only one dose. The injection gun uses a whole bottle at once. Shit. I can't say both of them.
1 minute.
Alright, bye!
Until chromatic doors close.
1 minute? Shit! I spun around and shot out of the treatment center.
Three, 2, 1. Chromatic doors closing.
No. You gotta be kidding me!
Oh dear.
Sigma.
There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Sopro. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. No. I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them an antidote before my bracelet injected me with turbanline. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I forced my eyes back open. Kay and Vi laid limp on the floor in front of me. In my right hand, I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I going to choose? Vi or Kay? No, what was I thinking? There's only one answer. Vi. I didn't even have a choice. After all, Kay's entire body was covered in impenetrable metal. I'm sorry, Kay. I summoned as much energy I could and dragged myself towards Vi. In what felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. No time to waste. I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger.
Sigma, what the hell did you...
I injected you with neogesicin, type of cholinesterase inhibitor. The antidote to the muscle relaxant.
Why did you pick me?
Because I can't use the injection gun on Kay. Could never get through the metal.
Then why didn't you inject yourself?
Yes, you got a point. Honestly, it didn't even cross my mind.
You're the biggest idiot on the planet.
Hey, come on. Is that any kind of thing to say to somebody who's about to die? How about something more like tender?
No. Screw this. I don't want to live if it means being in debt to you.
Hey, you don't need to be in debt to a dead man, right?
No goddamn way. I'm not gonna.
Her words slurred and slowed, and her eyes fluttered, flustered closed. She wasn't dead, of course. I could hear the faint sound of her breathing, and see her chest rise and falling. Good, that's gonna be alright. But Kay. I looked over in this direction. That's when I noticed it. Open. There's a hole here on the back of your head. Yeah, it looks like you're insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
Wait, then but when could he have? Had he gotten it? Didn't really matter anymore. What did matter was that Kay had been able to remove his armor, and he had. Holy shit. And that would mean Dio's killer is. I took as much strength as I could from my increasingly electric body and crawled towards Kay. Kay! Wake up! Come on, talk to me! I grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
Just needed to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go through the same way I had, so you took out the other door. After you weren't a long way around the warehouse and the crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. I bumped into Phi, and we went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you. Or, we saw your armor, I guess. But then, you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. I'm betting you were in a hurry to get back before Phi and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to floor 8, you needed us out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. And you ran and took the long way back to the lounge so you could enter through the rear door. But once you were there, you put your suit on again and waited for us. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you expected. Kay! Wake up! Something had happened! You pretended to wake up, but very disoriented and confused. What is it? Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio?
Yes. Your reasoning is correct. I killed him.
Why?
Because I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me.
I knew it! That old woman was that woman!
I couldn't...
Who did he kill?
The old woman.
What?
She was like mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life.
Wait, are you saying?
Yes, I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Here? Whoa, hold on. What do you mean, here?
Sigma, unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You must pay attention. Cannot forget.
Forget? It wasn't making sense. I was about to die. How on earth would I be remembering anything more than for a few seconds?
If you see a lion with 2 heads devouring the sun, remember these letters. M-I-L-K-E-V-O-L-I.
I'm gonna have to remember it. I think this is what I have to write down. Now this is no way before I get to it. I'm going to. Also, I love the fact that we never even learned what happened to. We never even learned what happened to. We never even learned what happened to Clover and Tennomoji. But at this point, we know what happened to them. They died. Or they're dying. Either right now, we know 2 things about them. One, they're either dying. Okay. So if you see a lion with 2 heads. There we go. I wrote it down. And not on my arm, so I will have it.
This will open the second gate.
There we go. What the hell? Hey! Kay! Who told you to tell me this? No! Who are you? Show me! Show me who you really are! I grabbed a hold of Kay's mask and tore it off. What? No. That's impossible. That face. It's my face. I felt a sharp pain in my left wrist, and my body collapsed unceremoniously. Second drug. Terrible pain. My vision began to blur, and my head felt unnaturally heavy. The world faded away, and my unconsciousness slipped down into the cold, dark waters of nothingness. Don't tell me this bullshit of Sigma has a secret twin he doesn't know about. Oh boy. That was a lot to take in. Let's go back up and go with someone else. I swallowed. Alice and I will go go with Luna! Alice! Luna! The green door!
Right. I'm coming.
They both took off for the door, and I followed behind at a run. I has to go with those two. They might not be long for this world. I glanced back over my shoulder in time to see the others head into their respective doors. Vi, Dio, and Kay ducked into the red door, just as Tenemoji carried Corks through the blue door, and Clover right on his heels.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Okay, so I got to the K stuff. Oh, and this one's still locked. But God damn, that was a lot of lore. Whoa. Is that a dead end?
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
That's unfortunate.
What's this thing here?
It looks like the device next to the number 9 door.
Why don't you try pulling the lever?
Might as well. We get to see what the Guantanamo Bay is! Huh? Look at the door on the right.
It opened.
Huh? That doesn't make sense. Why would just one of the right open? How do you open the other two?
You're probably just overthinking it. That door opened. That means we're going through it. Bring it on.
But
Don't go soft on me now. I'll leave you behind.
Come on, Sigma, let's go.
she does make a fair point. Just like, why question it now? We don't have time to question. Question later. When those two are dead. Okay, yeah. What is this place?
It is kind of confusing, isn't it? What is it for?
Well, I think it looks like some sort of workroom.
If you say so. We should split up and search it.
We need to find key cards with moon symbols on them, right?
Yes. They should be somewhere in this room.
All right, let's get to it. Okay, so what we learned from Kay's ending. Before we get into it, let's take in what we learned about from Kay's ending. So the old woman is basically like a mother to Kay. Dio murders her, and Dio is the killer. That fact I don't think will change. That means Dio is working for Zero. That's a fact we should know. I'm gonna start over here. A toolbox. It's got a key in it. Huh? That's odd. What is it? This key. It obviously goes to the keyhole, but it won't turn. Can you get it out? Let me see. Rusty key. Blue battery. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Whoa. Anyone else feel dizzy all of a sudden? No? That was just your imagination. Yeah, right, whatever. So what the heck is this? I have no idea, which makes it pretty useless to us. It's a kind of a mess here. There's stuff all over this thing. What's that? It looks like a piece of something. What is this? It looks like a hexagon if you flip the one corners in it. I mean, it's technically still a hexagon, but Maybe I could... What are you going to do with that? How about this? Nope. Are you serious? Maybe I could just try hitting something with it. What would you hit? What if we had nothing in our hands? Maybe there's something in here? I don't think so. Maybe roll it around a little bit. I don't think that's gonna do anything. Let's just climb up on top of it. What is that gonna accomplish? Maybe we should just back away. A poster, huh? It's a little unsettling. Maybe it's a clue. Yeah, let's take it. A doctor's coat, huh? Would you like me to put it on? Why? I just thought you might be into that kind of thing. But what? I don't know what you're talking about. You absolutely would. See, Bullseye. Look at you all bashful. You could be cute when you're all embarrassed. Is this a binder? There's a single piece of paper in here. It looks like a list. A white jacket, huh? Oh, look! There's something in this pocket. Chevron block. What if we put this chevron block with this chevron block? Oh, we'll need another one. Oh, look! A third one! There's a white jacket in here. It looks like there is something on the label. A name tag? Harold. Alright, guys! And it just like puts it on. I'm Harold now. We might need those lab coats later. There's 3 of them, but for 3 of us. That's a pretty old keyboard. It looks like it's been used quite a bit. Nothing happens if we tried typing on it. What if we just put the blue battery here? A desk with some drawers. There's a PC monitor and keyboard on top of it. Where's this computer? I imagine it's built into the monitor. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but there's a single cable coming out from the back of it. Is it a power cable? I think so. Then maybe we can connect this to something with an electrical socket. Have you seen anything like that, Sigma? Not yet. It's a computer monitor. Nothing on it, though. I don't see a power button anywhere. Ooh, button! Doesn't this button seem suspicious? Yeah. Most of the buttons are boring or just incompetent, but this one speaks to me. What does it say? Come on. A big red button with a plate with black and red yellow stripes? It couldn't scream, "Don't press me" any louder if it said "Don't press me" on it. Is it a self-destruct button? Maybe the moment we press it, we'll hear a soft hiss, then the room will start to fill up with poisonous gas. What if it launches a missile? I don't know. That seems a little... Yeah! Hey! What are you doing? It's okay. There's no way anything really dangerous would just be right out here. I'm pretty sure Zero Senior wants us to play through this whole game. It wouldn't make much sense to just kill us in one of these rooms. Are you sure, Luna? Because by the time I got to the point where everybody died, maybe, but that's just your opinion. You could be wrong. Well, I guess so. Then why the hell did you? Hey! Calm down. Nothing happened. So there's nothing to get mad about, alright? You heard that noise though, right? Like something trying to start up. I like how that whole thing was just Sigma and Alice just being like, we shouldn't press it, and then Luna comes in, it's like, ha! And presses it. The lower part of the control console. There's switches and dials everywhere. They all make absolutely zero sense to me. There's a bunch of switches and buttons here. I no idea what all the stuff on the screen means either. What do these buttons do? And I probably shouldn't go pressing any of them just to be safe. Okay, so that just goes to the... This kind of looks like a stage. Yeah, like for a disco. Really? Disco? What's disco? Who knows? Not me. Yeah, right. Yeah. Disco is dead, baby. Radio. What the heck is this guy? Maybe it's an Egyptian mummy. What? Anyway, you look at it, it's a robot. Then maybe it's a robot. And there's no maybe about it. I can't imagine it's anything else. You're kidding, right? That's insane. Well, what do you think it is? Just a well-made mannequin. Fine, this was the other ones. Combined block. Stars. What is this? It feels kind of greasy. Maybe it's oil. Oh! What's this thing? It's shaped like a star. Maybe you need to put something in it to it. Something that's shaped like a star, assuming. Huh? That's odd. Why won't it fit? That star-shaped block. Yeah. It's the same shape and everything. Well, maybe it's not the right size. I guess so. Looks like this block is a little too big to fit. So we need to shrink it somehow. Both sides of the room have a long platform that looks kind of like a stage. A robot-y thing. Yeah. Pushing down on it didn't seem to do anything. It's like, when in doubt. Right? When in doubt, baby. Maybe. I think we can plug this cable into the radio. Perfect! I'm guessing it's nice that we have plugged this in radio. What do we do with it now? Why don't you try tuning it up? What? You need to adjust it so it's picking up a specific frequency. Maybe we'll hear something. Exactly. If we get really lucky, maybe we can pick up a transmission from outside. You really think the Zero hasn't thought about that part already? Right. I'll see what I can do. Hold on, just give me a second. Just give me a real second here. Okay. Okay. What? Oh, what's that noise? Look! The monitor. It It reacted to the noise from the radio and turned on. So is this some kind of voice recognition system then? It looks that way, yes. There's something on the screen. Is this? I think it's a blueprint of this room. Maybe we should check it. Maybe if we put this rusty key in the oil. Oil covered key. Okay. Maybe we can use it on the toolbox. I guess it worked. Then the lock opened. Yeah. Let's have a look inside it, shall we? There's a bunch of stuff in here. Might as well have a look then. Bottle of detergent. Screwdriver. Silver key. What else does has a lock here? I feel like we could use the key for something. Well, if I remember right... No good. It wouldn't open. Is it locked? Yeah. Well, there's a keyhole there, so we should probably get it open if we can find a key that fits. Wait! Sigma, don't you already have the key? Hurry up and put it in! Yes! It worked! Now it opened. Hold on, no need to rush me. Oh, and then... Yes! It fits perfectly! Did you just hear a noise? Yeah, from the middle of drawer. The middle one, huh? Handle! We'll grab this tablet. And then, ooh, what if we... Okay. And then we put the handle here. Yes, perfect. Do you think that we can turn it on? Yeah, give me a sec. What the hell? Something's coming down from the ceiling. Those are more robot mannequins. One's wearing shorts. Oh my god. They look just like those things on the table. Robots. Well, definitely one's wearing pants. Ooh. Take your battery. And go to the other one, because this one has pants on. This one's wearing boxers. Yeah, looks like it. Why would a robot be wearing underwear? Maybe he's, hiding something? Hiding what, though? Like a diary or something? Why the hell would you hide a diary in your crotch? Okay, well, maybe he's got a hose or something. Whoa, damn. Way to cut the chase there. Whatever, we'll know as soon as we get them off. Remove those shorts of suffocation and let us gaze upon these so-called hoes! Aren't you getting a little too excited about this? Alright, here goes. Ah! Lena, I haven't done anything yet. He's still decent. Besides, when you cover your face, you open your fingers so you could see out. How old are you? Ugh, you two are driving me nuts. I'll just take them off. Huh? Hey! Boxers. You should try them on, Sigma. Why? I thought they might suit you. Why would you think that? Well, what do we need them for if we're not supposed to wear them? Maybe we're supposed to use them to wipe something. Not to wear, but to wipe. Yes, I think that's it. Is that it? It just looks like the other robots. That's a letdown. What the hell were you hoping for? Maybe we clean up the... Yeah, I do. There was a red X on it when there... Wasn't there? Exactly. And don't you think that spot on the X was indicating right around here? What, you've forgotten already? Oh, come on. At least try to remember. Are you thinking of wiping up the oil with those boxers? I don't know if that's gonna work. That oil looks like it's on there pretty good. You're probably not going to get it off without, I don't know, some kind of detergent or something. Boxer sorts and detergent! Okay, here goes. You're going to wipe up the oil with the boxers, right? Yeah. Okay, go for it. Good. Looks like it's clean now. I wonder what this is. There's something written here that the oil was covering up. A-O-Z-I. We're probably reading it upside down, so I'm gonna write both. I'm gonna both down, and then it would be 120V. No, you're reading it from the wrong angle. 120V. A robot-y thing. It's just like all the others that drop down from the ceiling. There's a red button in the center of this console. Let's just try pushing it one more time. Could it be a button that activates all the robots? Ugh, just thinking about all of them suddenly waking up and turning to look at us with dead, inhuman eyes and slowly begging for their excitable march forward. We'd never survive if they all attacked us at once. Well... Oh wait, this is new! This came down with the robots, right? Yes! It's a good pipe running out of it towards them. I have a feeling that means there's a connection here. Okay! Let me just give this a try. Okay, so 35, so this is 70. Ah! So you would need an extra 15. Hmm. Hmm. we go. Check! Good job, Sigma. Oh, you're amazing. I've fallen for you all over again. Hey, what? Power distribution complete. Pre-booting sequence complete. Please press the power button located on the console. Whoa, what was that? I'm not sure. Better do what it says, though. I think I'm done with this thing. At least they know. Power button. On the tablet. Huh? No response from this tablet. Is it broken? Part of the back seems to be held by screws. I bet that's where the battery goes. You put the battery in there, right? Yeah. Still not doing anything though. Do you think maybe you don't have enough batteries? See, there's a lot of space here. You could probably fit another battery in. Oh, hey! The power's on! It's showing something. An authentication screen, maybe. It probably has some sort of security lock. You did it, Sigma! You got the login. Beacon of hope. How optimistic. Sure. Look at the screen. Is this the password for the safe? Alright. Yeah, me just making sure I spelt it right. Heh, I expected as much. Good work, I'm impressed. What's their prize, I wonder? The screen changed. Huh, this looks different. The symbols have changed, and they are in different places. To the safe! Huh? There's a button here. Then maybe you should press it. Right, here goes! This is a safe, right? It looks like the ones in the AB rooms in the lounge. Yeah, this one's embedded in the table. The door looks the same though. Probably works like the others too then. We just need a password to open it, right? We have the password. Okay. It was sun under. Okay, golden file. Cool. You did it! Good work! Well done. What's with the attitude? Never mind that. Let's just see what's inside. There's nothing left inside. Not for now! Pass, Guanbo Bay, sun, moon. Moon. Open! Oh, it opened again! I wonder what's inside this time. There's a lot of stuff in here. That's good, isn't it? Better than not having nothing, at least. Let's go through them one by one. First, we got a map. It says floor B. This is the map we found on A. It says floor A on it. Well, we took the elevator down to get here, so floor A must be the upper floor. Yeah. Keep going. There's still a lot in there. These must be key cards. They have pictures of the moon on them. This must be what the announcer was talking about then. And we got 2 of them, just like with the sun cards. You should take one, Luna. Huh? Why? You're solo. Alice and I can keep the other one. Oh, of course. Thank you. Alright, what's next? Looks like there's a note. Here from your AB rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. So all 3 of us can't abstain. There has to be at least 1 vote. Why would there be a rule like that, though? It seems pointless. I think Zero Senior wants to make sure people are actually playing the game, regardless of the situation. What sort of situation are you talking about? Well, it could be anything, really. Whatever. We got only 2 things left. What's this thing? It looks like some sort of plug or key. I guess you insert it into something and twist. Did you see anything in here that could fit into? Even if we did, does it really matter at this point? What? Look at in the safe. What's the last thing in there? A key. Is that the key to the exit? Pretty sure it is. Obviously, that's the key to open. We can get out now. Awesome. Let's wait. What should we do about the plug? Fine. I guess I'll hold on to it. I doubt we'll need it, but you'll never know. Sounds good. Let's go. It's the plug to open. Okay. The lock for the door. Right now, it says locked. You guys ready? I'm gonna open the door. Go ahead. I'm all set. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Hold up, Governor.
Huh? Was that you, Luna?
No.
Then Alice?
You honestly think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
Then
that was me, mate. Oi, over here.
Sigma, look! What is that?
what?
Oh, blimey, that hurts.
A British robot?
Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
It's a robot.
And it's talking.
And it's British!
With an accent.
Luna, we all know it's British.
Can't help it, Flower. Didn't choose to talk like this. Not by half. Now, Alice, darling. Do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse? Why, that's right cruelty. You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they give us all a, what you call them, personality.
That's like a British person trying to talk American.
Some tosser thought they'd give me this one.
You know, like when we try to go like a bottle of water.
It ain't right, I tell you.
So, what the hell are you? If you're a barrel maker, and I'm an astronaut.
Right you are, me old son. Right you are. Well, go on, have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say? Well, nearly there, but they call us golems round here.
Golem.
Golem? Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct. The Golem of Myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes are spelled Golem, but me and me mates are Gaulem. That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. The truth to tell, It's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the Gollum thing in there, you know? What with us being robots and all.
So, should I just call you Gollum?
That don't seem quite kosher. After all of me mates here are golems too. I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
Whoa.
That's way too long. We can't remember that.
What? You taking the mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself. Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
G-O-L-M?
Gollum.
Come on, man. That's just Gollum.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before. Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it?
Alright, Gollum. You said Alice, darling, a little bit ago, right?
A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh?
No, I don't care if you call her darling. What I'm saying is, you called her Alice. How did you know her name?
Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know. I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna. I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know? Oh, they got cameras all over this place. Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw. And they're all hidden away. So I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, huh? Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see, and all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time. So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
We're sorry about the boxers. Then...
Does that mean...
You're Zero Junior?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? Oh, you gotta be off your box if you think I'm Young Master Zero. The Young Master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place. My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core.
So Gollums are kind of like Zero's Junior's servants?
No, not quite, Governor, not quite.
Did they have to give him a British accent, though? I'm sorry.
I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
Of course not.
Right you are, missus. You'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains. Well, we're like your arms or legs. The Gollum seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body, which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe.
This is weird.
Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back there. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions, and those decisions beget commands. Now those commands are sent over the wireless like...
It's like, this sounds all great and all, but it's coming from some British robot. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm sorry to any British people I offended there. But British robots kind of scare me.
Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output device of sorts. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a Gollum's kind of like a monitor, eh?
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Junior?
Oh, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing the mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are two different blokes. You recollect what Gollum stands for, huh? I'm autonomous.
But if that's the case, your hands or feet analogy doesn't really make sense. My arms and legs aren't autonomous. They don't just move on their own.
You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now.
Huh?
And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinkly. Do you do these things on purpose? Well, when you crossed your arms, were you thinking, right then, let's cross them, shall we? Curl on down then, mouth. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, eh?
Actually, you know, Gollum's growing on me.
No? Didn't reckon so. I figured you did all of that subconsciously. Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit, you know? Who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's
Yeah.
about when you reach for your tea?
That joke's on you, I don't drink tea.
When you turn a page in your book?
Oh shit, I do read books though.
What about when your eyes just go straight for the pair on that bird you fancy?
Don't talk shit about what I like.
Yeah, the list goes on, me chums. But all of those things are your subconscious at work. Now, true, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living, it'd make you balmy.
It's like, chat, you're now being breathing manually. I'm sorry if I made anyone.
That's how us golems and the young master get along.
Subconsciously?
You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Jr. is the central part of the mainframe, and the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto. Blimey. Guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are stiff.
You're a robot. How can your shoulders get stiff?
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is a right mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me here. I've been on this bed here for years. The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move, it hurts.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Why do you think, Huv? Because you lot turned me on, is why. Especially that other missus over there.
Oh yeah, that button on the top of the safe?
Right you are, Governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't, and more's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me. I got internal batteries, but they're knackered. Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place. The same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
I see. So you aren't gonna answer my question.
What question is that?
I asked you how your shoulders can get stiff if you're a robot.
Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got to bug up your arse about that particular issue, eh?
It's Sigma. he has a bug up Alpha's ass. Well, I mean, I guess it's not really important, but I'm just curious, I suppose.
Curious, are you?
I'm a curious little.
That's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart to flutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your Lords of Peers for a tick. So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot? Tell me, Guff, you ever heard of the Chinese room?
No. Without waiting for an answer, Golem launched into his explanation. Somewhere, a pretty young girl is trapped in a tiny room. The door of the room has a slot of a number of Chinese people outside the room that can type papers into the girl. One piece of paper are questions written on naturally in Chinese. Unfortunately, the young lady has no idea what the question says. But then how could she? She never learned Chinese. Apart from a Hong Kong action movie or two in college, she's never heard of it. So for this unfortunate young lady, each note looks like nothing more than a bunch of strange symbols. Before she was locked away, she was given an order. Especially, she was told to write an appropriate response to each question she received and slip that answer back through the slot. Once the Chinese question began to show up, however, she finds herself at a loss. Oh dear, she says to herself, why can't I read these at all? Whatever am I supposed to do? It is at this moment that she spots a bookshelf. The bookshelf's filled with sick books. Upon examining them, she discovers that these are some sort of Chinese phrase books. They have no explanations of what anything means, but they show Chinese responses to Chinese questions. Am I supposed to use these? These questions kept coming. More and more and more and more and more of them. She finds the set of characters that corresponds to the set of characters on the paper and carefully writes out the indicating response. How's it going? It's awful. It's awful. Get me out of here. Are you hungry? Yes, I am. I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. Here, they give her some twice-cooked pork. Are you full? Yes, although I don't think my stomach liked it very much. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I'm dating a reggae dancer. When was your first kiss? When I was 14. He was a grade ahead of me in school. What color underwear are you wearing? Black. What's the first thing you're going to do when you get out of this room? Beat the stuffing out of whoever sent me in these questions with the pan. And so you cooked with the pan you cooked that twice cooked pork in. All of these questions were written in Chinese, and the answers were also written in Chinese. All the young lady did was accurately copy the symbols from the phrase book onto the slips of paper, with no idea what any of it meant. Incidentally, she doesn't have a dancer boyfriend. In fact, she's never even kissed a boy. Also, she was wearing white underwear. Anyways.
Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
Can't say there is. This tickles me fancy, I guess. But the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
I feel like he's like gliding his look over to Sigma in this moment. Exactly! Yeah, that just proves my theory that he was just like slowly looking at Sigma when that happened.
What?
I forgot I said anything.
What?
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was this. All them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them, you see? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen.
Okay, interesting. But what does that have to do with your shoulders or a robot feeling pain?
You think? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold up, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we're buggered. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread.
Hold on. I need British slang. Brown bread is a bread made with significant amounts of whole grain flour, usually sometimes wheat with corn or rye. Okay, English slang. British slang. Oh, dead. Okay, pear shape. British slang. Something has gone wrong, Rory. Thanks, Internet. Thanks for teaching me British slang. See, why did they have to make Golem British?
So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things
Like, why was that necessary?
are a bit bollocks. In the interest of extricating my body from its unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless, and my software interprets that signal as pain, and I stopped doing whatever daft thing I was doing. It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Use your loaf, missy. You listen to a word I've said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right? Same thing for us robots. If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot. Forget all about that mainframe and signal box, and us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic-y pony, huh? What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, innit? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if
I like how we're just glossing over that one line from Sigma.
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person. You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know.
Hey, can I ask you something?
Lay it on me, Governor.
Why didn't you stop us?
Ah, right you are, mate. Right you are. Got so carried away I near forgot. I haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got a mite excited is all.
Alexa! What's yonks in British slang?
In British slang, youngs is a derogatory term that refers to a young person who is prone to starting fights and causing trouble.
Oh.
Just spit it out.
Right.
Alexa, exit!
Well, there was something I wanted to tell you, lot.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts in a moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons.
A bit like skeletons, eh?
There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle.
Command violation. Rogue processes detected.
Golem, no!
Product ID G.
Golem, no!
CMG. Executing emergency deactivation.
Golem, no! You're done, but
GT. No other rogue processes detected in additional Golem platform. Returning to surveillance mode.
Did Dero just shut him down?
It looks like it.
Damn it!
I wonder what he was trying to tell us.
See, right in the middle of...
Right in the middle of what? Damn it, Dero!
Next gate has been opened. 45 minutes.
What the hell?
On the other team must have opened it.
Shit! Why would they do that?
Have to hurry.
Right! Let's go! Ha! I like how they're like, we have to hurry! You have 45 minutes. Oh, that's why we have to go through the magenta door. That makes sense. Yeah. we pushed through the magenta door and ran into the warehouse. There stood Phi, Dio, and Kay. Hey! What the hell, guys?
Why did you open the AB gate before everyone got back?
I apologize. We only turned away for a moment.
Dio opened it.
You got a problem with that?
Yes. We were dealing with a British robot.
Of course we do.
Why? I don't remember us all promising we wouldn't open the thing until everyone showed up.
This isn't about promises. Are you stupid or just an asshole?
Probably both. We were able to get back here in time. But what about the others? Tenmyoji, Quark, and Clover are still out there somewhere. What were you planning to do if they didn't get back in time?
Nothing. Why would I have to do anything?
Oh, he doesn't know.
Didn't you hear the voice? Anybody who doesn't get back in time to vote just gets their vote automatically set to ally. Seems pretty straightforward to me. So what if they don't get back in time? They'll all get set to ally and all three of them will get 2 BP. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Tenmyoji's only got 1 BP. I figure he'll be pretty happy to get 2 more. And that'll put Quark and Clover up close to 9. So that's not too bad for them either. In other words, they ought to be thanking me.
Didn't you guys find a note?
What? What's this?
We found it in our safe. Read it.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option.
I can hear the sigh there.
Both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote. What the hell, man? This wasn't in our room. Back me up here, guys.
He's right.
There was no such note in our safe.
Oh, well, damn. That's a bummer. I'd never have opened the gate if I'd known about this.
Really?
Of course.
I'm worried about the others. If time runs out,
They'll be penalized, yes.
I know.
Quark is part of that team. Maybe something happened with him.
He seemed a little off before we headed into chromatic doors.
This is bad.
Hey, wait a minute. Where's Alice? She was here just a minute ago. Took me only a moment to spot her. She was several yards away and kneeling down towards looking at something on the floor. What was she looking at? I couldn't tell. I was about to head over and see what it was going on when... Blame him. Blame him. Blame Dio. Whoa. Hey, guys.
Quark! Has Quark been here?
Did something happen to him?
He disappeared.
Disappeared. What do you mean?
I mean, he's gone. We can't find him anywhere. When was the last time you saw him?
We were heading back here.
Tenmyoji and I went into the lounge, but Quark didn't follow us.
We turned around and started calling for him, but
When he didn't respond, we ran back the way we'd come.
And you couldn't find him?
right.
We thought maybe he just hadn't seen us go into the lounge.
So we checked the crew quarters and the infirmary.
But he wasn't there either.
All right. We need to split up. If we can't find him in any of the floor A rooms, we'll move to floor B.
Okay. I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Right. You do that. Hey, Quark! Quark! He's not here. I checked both
He's
rooms.
not in the other two either. There's no one here.
Tenmoji and Kay are in the lounge, and Dio and Luna should be checking the
Right.
infirmary.
Okay, let's leave that to them and head to floor B.
I guess this is what's called splitting up. And I guess then it makes... You went through the red door with Dio and Kay, right?
Yeah, so?
What was on the other side of that door?
You want to see it?
Yeah. Maybe Quark went in there.
Fine. Follow me.
The green door was the treatment center, if I remember right. Okay, so it's the pantry again. This is
The pantry.
the pantry?
That drawer over there is stuffed with processed food. Wasn't half bad, actually.
You ate it?
Yeah. There was some paella, nasi goreng, schnitzel, yukejang, borscht, and tom kha gai. Oh, and I ate the chef's pasta too.
That's a lot of
Can't
food.
help it. I'm a growing girl.
How old are you?
20, I think.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just stop. I don't even know where to start here. 1, by the time you hit 20, you're done growing. 2, you sink? You should be old enough to know how old you are. 3, how on earth are you 20? You look like you're 13 if you're a day. I can't believe you're only 2 years younger than me.
Now that's funny. You must have done a lot of drugs to look like that at 22.
Oh, give me a break, you little
Don't
punk.
call me little.
You're 2 years younger.
I'm an adult, you dried up asshole.
You're younger than me, so you can't be little. Fine, whatever. So this place has enough food to keep people alive for a few years, huh? Looks like the stuff isn't going to expire anytime soon.
Yeah. The use-by date is about 100 years from now.
How about water?
There's a tank over there. It looks like they're pulling it out of some kind of well.
Is it safe?
Well, since Dio isn't rolling around on the floor in agonizing pain, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's okay.
You made him drink it to make sure it was safe?
You could say that.
You ate all the food without a second thought, but the water struck you as a possibly dangerous?
No, I was careful with the food too. Dio had some of it first, and it seemed fine, so I... Oh, I almost forgot.
What?
Eat something else. Twice cooked pork.
Wait, what? Oh, for God's sake! Why the hell are you shouting about that? Wait a minute. Twice cooked pork?
What is it?
Well, that just reminded me of something.
Reminded you of what?
Golem. This might seem hard to believe at...
Bullshit.
So you're gonna So bullshit. So the bullshit is a British robot. Okay, got it. Oh, come on. At least let me tell you first. All right. I explained how we found a room called the Golem Room by the other side of the green door, and how we met a robot named Golem who told a very interesting story.
I see. So the Golem guy was turned off just when he was about to tell you something.
Yeah.
So the last thing he said was, see you right in the middle of...
Yeah.
Right in the middle. Middle could be from Middle Kingdom, which is another name for China.
Well, this is just utterly pointless.
Really? I don't think so.
Please explain.
Maybe he was trying to say that this game is like the Chinese room. In other words...
Sigma, Phi! There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
What's going on?
Something bad. Something really bad.
Well, come on, spill it.
Alice is... Just come with me.
She's dead. Why does it always end with
Crew quarters.
Why is it always that Alice is dead? Hey, at least Luna's not dead this time, too. But who's gonna be dead alongside of Alice then? Right? And she's dead again. What? No, this isn't real. All I could hear was Zero's words echoing in my ears. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. If you've never been in a turbulence, it's hard to explain. You felt the sudden alien, the weightlessness of fall, and for just a moment, you're painfully aware of the fact that you're 1,000 feet above the earth, and a flimsy machine made by infallible men, kept aloft by a scientific principle that no one actually understands. If you've never seen a friend dead, it's hard to explain, but it's a little like that. I knelt up beside Alice's body and pressed a shaking hand to her throat. No pulse. Her skin had already turned pale. The thing in front of me looked like a human being, but it wasn't being a human any longer. Why had this happened? I knelt there for several long moments, staring blankly ahead. My throat burned and my chest was tight, but I forced myself to take 3 progressively calmer breaths and then stood. I clenched my fists and took one last breath and then turned. Who found her first?
Me. I was looking for Quark on floor B and couldn't find him. So I came back here and, well, you know the rest. Hey, what's that look supposed to mean? You better not be thinking I did it.
Well, usually first to discover the body. But I believe that I know you killed the old woman, but I don't believe he killed Alice here.
Well, suspicion often falls on the first to discover a crime.
Fuck that. She'd already been murdered when I got here.
How do you know she was murdered?
What? Come on, it's obvious. She's got a knife sticking out of her chest. Does that look like an accident or a suicide to you?
How do you know the weapon was a knife?
What?
All you can see from here is the handle. For all you know, it could have been an ice pick or some kind of tool.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, come on. Who wouldn't look at that and assume it's a knife? And it's not fair to suspect someone just because they happen to be the first one to find the body. If you want to be like that, then the last person to see Alice is the person you should be looking at.
Who was the last person to see her? I need to go tell Alice. You guys go on ahead.
Yeah, but Clover has like no motive to kill Alice.
Alice, why? This wasn't supposed to happen. You promised me we'd catch them together. Don't do this.
Clover?
I can't trust them anymore. It could have been any one of them. They killed you, Alice. I can't forgive them for that. I'm going to get revenge. I'll find out who killed you.
And then this is where the accident ending. Hey, Clover!
Shut up! Don't you talk to me! I'm sorry, Alice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. Before anyone could say anything, she turned and ran out of the room.
Wait! Clover, come back!
Tenemoji took off in pursuit, and I made the follow when...
It's pointless. Even if you caught up to her, she'd never tell you anything. Think it through. There are 2 possibilities. Either Clover killed her, or she didn't. If the former is true, then I doubt she would confess. If the latter is true, then I imagine she'll be just as reticent. After all, Alice and Clover seem to know each other. In fact, they seem quite close. It seems safe to assume that Clover is currently very suspicious of all of us. I doubt she would open up to anyone right now.
You seem pretty calm. Did you do it?
Not again. Well, if you really want to suspect me, please, go ahead. I'm beginning to feel rather accustomed to it. I would ask you to consider my motive for killing Alice. Specifically, the fact that I have none.
Well, Yes, but none of
Huh.
us do. None of us have ever met Alice before, right? So why would we want to kill her?
You are correct. But only if the murder had a motive beyond, well, murder.
What do you
Do
mean?
you remember when we found the old woman? It seemed clear that her killer was Zero Senior, and that they were one of us. There is every reason to think the same person murdered Alice. Perhaps this person plans to kill us one by one. Perhaps the entire nonary game is just window dressing. Perhaps the only reason we are here is so that Zero Senior can kill us at his leisure, in a world of his own creation.
Why would anyone do such a horrible thing?
Presumably, because they enjoy killing. Zero Senior seems to be rather disturbed.
Yeah, hold on a minute. That doesn't mean that they're one of us. There could be a 10th person hiding somewhere.
No.
Well, why not?
There's no way Zero Jr. wouldn't notice that. And if he did notice, I really don't think he'd just let something like that slide.
But isn't Zero Jr. just an AI without a body? What could he do?
Maybe. But Zero Senior has a body. Do you think they'd really just let a 10th unwanted participant just run around murdering people?
Well, what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
Not possible. At least not so long as we assume Zero Jr.'s statement to be the truth. Do you remember? He made it quite clear that the
Real Zero is one of us. I thought about what Kaya said. If the killer was Zero Senior, then who could be the killer? Dio? Luna? Kay, perhaps? Or maybe Clover? There was always Tenemoji. Fi, maybe? No, it couldn't be her. I had been with Fi the whole time. We were looking for Quark. There's no way she could have slipped away to stab Alice in the chest. Wait a minute. There was one person I'd forgotten. Quark. It seemed like a bit of a stretch to think that a kid could kill someone of Alice's size, though. That meant there was 5 real suspects. Dio, Luna, Kay, Clover, and Tenemoji. Well, where had Quark gone?
10 minutes remain until ambidex all players. If no,
Apparently Zero doesn't feel like this is worth stopping the game for. A blunt but effective way to make the point.
What do you mean?
We should get to the warehouse. It seems clear he feels no compunction about killing us, should we disobey the rules. As such, I recommend we follow them.
The others filed out of the room. I turned to face Alice. Alice, I'll find out who did this to you. I promise. I felt my stomach settle back into its normal configuration, and the fire in my chest melted the icy hand from my spine. I stood up straight and gave Alice one last nod and walked after the others, leaving my regrets lying on the cold floor.
Hey, look. 2 of the AB gates are closed already.
Probably Tenmyoji and Clover.
Wasn't he a pair? Doesn't Quark need to go with him?
As long as one person in each pair is there, it should be okay.
Sharing their destiny, huh?
Pretty much.
That's good news for you, Sigma. After all, you're a pair, but your partner is...
Yeah, I know. My partner's dead.
Well, I'd rather not say it.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck for you, huh, Luna?
What? I don't understand what you mean.
Well, if Alice was still alive, you'd have a hard time choosing Betray. She only had 1 BP left. If you'd picked Betray, you could have killed her. Of course, that's not really a problem now.
Stop that, Dio. I would have chosen Ally regardless.
Because Luna trusts us. Do I portray that trust? No, I can't do that to Luna.
I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
I can't portray that face. Really?
Now this is interesting. If one of you guys picks Betray, we are gonna get a show.
Dio!
Ignore him. How do you and Phi plan to vote?
You even gotta ask? Ally. Of course. Right, Fi?
I don't know about that. It's a difficult question.
What?
Well, if we choose ally and Kay chooses the opposite, then he'll have 9 points. He can go through the number 9 door whenever he wants. But it's not as simple as just choosing betray either. If Kay decides to ally for some reason, then you'd end up with 9 points.
So we should both choose ally. Seems easy to me.
You're planning on betraying me, aren't you, Dio? As soon as you go through that door, it will be only the two of you in that room. I've no doubt you could overpower Fi, if you had the desire to.
Oh, give me a little credit. No one has more gentle points than me. You think someone of my stature would resort to violence? The nerve.
Aye.
What?
This is just a thought, but why don't all of you promise to choose betray? Then you wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knew the other person was going to betray you, you'd have no choice but to do the same.
That seems pretty negative for you, Luna.
Is Luna planning to betray us?
I'm sorry.
Nothing to apologize for. We appreciate your suggestion and we'll take it into consideration. But unfortunately, I don't think it's a very good idea. See, my goal is to beat this game.
But Fi...
Maybe that wasn't the best way to put it. When I say I want to beat it, I mean defeat it. Completely. I want to get us all out of here. We haven't beat the Nonary game until we're all out of this place. I guess we won't all be getting out anymore, though.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Yeah. At any rate, all of us choosing betray every time is hardly ideal. We'd never escape.
Then what are you gonna do?
Kay needs to choose ally. It's the only way.
How will you make sure I do that? I have no guarantee that you'll choose ally as well.
Would you do it if I could give you that guarantee?
Well, yes, I suppose so.
You promise?
Yes.
Good. Let's do this. Dio!
Huh?
There's someone behind you.
What?
And she runs in. The moment Tina turns his head, Fi was off. With seemingly superhuman strength, she leapt through the air, across the room, and through the AP gate. Ooh, smart girl!
Fuck! You bitch! Damn it, Fi! Open this fucking door!
She can't! He pounced on the door screaming, but it showed no signs of opening again.
Fuck!
He gave the door one last slam for good measure, and then ran into the next open one.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid part. Members of a pair cannot vote in separate rooms.
What? Why the fuck not? This is against the rules. How am I supposed to vote?
You're not supposed to!
This is bullshit.
I see. This is how Fi can guarantee her choice. Dio can't vote now, so the chance that Fi will choose ally just went up, way up. After all, if you pick ally and she betrays you, then...
Dio will have 9 points.
Exactly.
Don't you think Fi might be worried that Kay will break his promise? After all, if he can be pretty sure that Fi is going to choose ally, then...
You needn't worry. Her plan is very clever. I will definitely choose ally.
2 minutes remain.
Fi!
until polling
Clever Fi!
We don't have much time left.
Luna! Same as last time! We ally!
Let's go.
Right.
Okay. Sigma?
Hmm?
You are going to choose ally, right?
I allied last time. Of course. We both have 5 BP right now. Even if I did betray you, I'd only get 3 points. That's not enough to escape. So it has to wait until the next round anyways. Make sense?
Oh, I see.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. Never mind.
She's gonna betray us.
Anyway, you promised. You have to choose ally.
Right, I will. She's gonna betray us and it's gonna be one hell of a show. Like Dio said. Now, what am I gonna do? Well, I guess this isn't really a question. After all, I promised Luna that I'd pick Ally. But what if she was lying to me?
I would have chosen Ally regardless. I mean, Sigma's going to be my opponent, and I trust him.
I can't betray that face.
10 seconds. 9, 8,
8,
7,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ally! I have to trust Luna here. She's in the same position as us.
The Ambidex game has been. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you, Ambidex game. Results from please direct.
Tenemoji, Quark, betray Ally. Okay, good. Yeah, like I said, Luna. We didn't have a. Luna kind of didn't have a choice. But we do get the. We do get a show though. We are gonna have a show here.
Points have been assigned
To Tenemoji and Clover.
accordingly.
It's actually interesting though. Clover, despite not trusting anybody, allied Tenemoji.
Please check your bracelet.
Thank you, Sigma.
No need to thank me. I just did what I promised I'd do. Anyways, thank you too.
It was nothing. I also just did what I promised to do.
Wait, you didn't promise shit, Luna.
Now we both have 7 BP. This is the home stretch.
Yes, it is. I hope we'll get to pair up in the next round too.
Because I'll choose Ally?
Yeah, you're an opponent I can trust.
If we were partners, you could pick whatever you wanted then, couldn't you? I mean, you'd get 9 points either way.
Whoa, hold on there. Why would I suddenly choose Betray? I've already chosen Ally twice.
You're right.
So let's choose Ally and get the hell out of here together. Sounds good?
Okay.
Come on, why do you look so sad?
Well, it's just, there's a part of me that just can't feel genuinely happy about that.
Oh, you mean Alice?
Yes,
We still haven't found out Quark either, huh?
that too.
Still, Quark's BP is 9 now. Technically, he won.
Why did you do that? Why did you tell me all that stuff for? Were you just lying?
No. Everything I told you was the truth. You have to trust me.
I did! Look where it got me! How could you do that? You're such a jerk! How could I betray you after that? And then you...
I'm sorry.
Are you Zero?
What? No, of course I'm not Zero.
Then how did you know all that? Where did you find out about that stuff?
I told you,
You don't want to tell us, eh, Tenemoji?
Don't lie to me!
I'm not lying.
Forget it. It was stupid to trust you. I mean, there's no way.
Clover, this isn't about me. I made a mistake. I got someone involved on all this when I shouldn't have.
You mean Quark?
Yeah,
You did this to get Quark's BP up to 9?
yes.
But you've only got 4 points.
I'm not important. The only thing that matters is that Quark gets out of this nightmare.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to look for Quark.
Hey, wait!
Tenemoji didn't respond, just turned and walked off towards the magenta door. Clover started to follow, then pulled up a short.
Oh,
She spun her on her heel and headed off towards the cyan door instead. Drink. Alice.
What just happened?
A good place to stop, that is. Honestly, it's getting kind of late, so I was just like, I gotta go. I gotta just end. It's past my bedtime. I mean, yeah, I could go a little later, but I'd rather just keep things straight. So, thank you all for joining. I'll be back on Friday because of Thanksgiving. I won't be around tomorrow or Thursday night, but I'll try to be back on Thursday. So I'm just checking for a live retarget for now. Though I might be around for a Forever Hollow collab tomorrow, but I'm not sure if there's anything planned, because that's usually planned the morning of. But speaking of Forever Hollow, we're gonna go raid Yun. So make sure to give him lots of love from me, because I'm gonna be heading like kind of straight to bed. So. And absolutely not be sleeping tonight with all the lore that was just dropped tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on either tomorrow or Thursday. Bye!